Don't use America. Say a president of America. Don't use the country. Don't do that because your argument's flawed by doing that. We're talking about leaders of countries here. Leaders of countries. So name the leaders. Don't name the country.
Majority supported the war.
Okay, let me tell you the name of the prime minister at the time, right? No problem. I'll tell you the name of the prime minister.
Let me answer his question. Let me answer his question, right? He's saying don't mention the public, right? If you look at the war in 2001, right? I was in my 20s around them times, right? And I remember majority of the public supported that war. Even when
Can I ask how many people died in the war? And when
one second. I'm going to the Vietnam War just 1 second. So Harry Truman, Dwight Eisenhower, J.F. Kennedy, Lyndon Johnson, and Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, these all perpetrated and propagated the war in Vietnam, which unallied 1.24 million people. Vietnam, let me finish, my son, let me finish, it's okay. Vietnam was not a direct or military threat to the US. They had no reason to invade them, but they did. And all these people that I mentioned directly were involved in the unaliving of 1.2 million people. So who's worse? Is it these people or is it Saddam Hussein?
Okay, so I got a question to ask you then. So these people went to Vietnam
You haven't answered my question. You haven't answered my question. You can't answer me a question with a question. Who is worse, the presidents that I just mentioned, who unalived 1.24 million people, or Saddam Hussein?
Saddam Hussein's worse. I always say that because he's unaliving his own people. So that's why I'm saying it. But also,
there we go.
Also, you could counteract me, but you could counter me, okay, by saying, America or England or whatever country sending people to war are unaliving their own people as well, because those people are going to come. Some people don't come back from war. Listen,
no. So the Vietnam War was unjustified. Do you understand that or no?
Was it?
There was no. It was really
Vietnam was not a threat to America. You understand that, Zigzag? Yes.
No, but there wasn't. There's things going like America. What they do is like they kind of like police the world. So there's things whether they've got the right to do that or not.
They don't have the right to. They don't. America does not have the right to do that. So Zigzag is saying it is okay to go to other countries and unalive over a million people, but Saddam Hussein is bad because he unalived his own people, right?
Can I speak now?
Go on, Zigzag.
Don't put words in my mouth. I didn't say that.
That's exactly what you're saying. Everybody can hear you. That's exactly what you're saying.
Listen,
because every time you say he was unaliving his own people, that's what makes him bad. You've lost the plot.
No. So can you tell me what I said? It's okay to do that.
You can't say he wasn't.
Am I allowed to speak? Is everyone just going to speak over me?
Sorry, go on.
Well, just shut up, all of you. Just shut up and let me speak. I never said, once that it's okay to do that. And not once did I. All I'm saying to you is, if you are a leader of a country and you're unaliving your own people, right, okay, which is making them flee a war-torn country, not because you're causing that for them to leave because you're killing your own people.
It wasn't a war-torn country.
Let me finish, Common.
But you make stuff up.
Let me finish.
It wasn't a war-torn country.
Oh my God!
No, I'm just saying. You said it was a war-torn country. It wasn't.
I can't talk to this guy. He's dumb as fuck.
I mean, you're the one who's justifying saying that it's okay to
justify anything. I didn't justify anything.
Of course you have. You literally said it's okay to unalive other people in other countries to rub their oil.
I never said that. I never said that.
Listen, that's exactly what you said so far.
I said Saddam Hussein had to go because he's unaliving people in his own people in his own country.
So do you believe like Truman and Kennedy and Bush should all go because they were unaliving innocent people in other countries, or?
But it was a war, though.
An unjustified illegal war.
So was Saddam Hussein what he was doing unjustified and illegal?
Yeah, at least I'm agreeing with you what Saddam Hussein did.
Taking down, fella.
No, exactly, but I'm giving you examples of other people who are worse than Saddam Hussein.
Going to war with countries, right, on both sides, okay, have to go to war. It's not one side.
No, you don't have to go to no, that's the problem. America did not have to go to Vietnam. What are you talking about, man?
He's saying America invaded Korea, had no right in doing so, and are criminals for doing that, and they're no better than Saddam Hussein.
Exactly.
Leader of America at the time is no better than Saddam Hussein because they had no right to invade Korea and kill X amount of people.
I'm saying they're both criminals, but you, Zigzag, are saying only one's a bad guy, one's okay.
I said to you, if you open your fucking
can you say that they're both bad then? Can you say that they're both bad?
I said they're both bad and both wrong, but you don't listen to me. You don't.
You know,
let me finish.
you've never said that. You never said that. You was
Because you don't
justifying.
hear me, Common, because you're speaking all the time.
And you say that Saddam Hussein's worse because he was unaliving his own people. That's what makes it worse.
That's my opinion, yes. But both.
Yes.
Listen. Also,
Yeah.
the Americans were bad as well. But what I'm saying is, if you unalive your own people, you're
Yeah.
worse. 100%.
Why are you worse if you don't unalive your own people and unalive?
Because then you can't defend
Yeah,
your
I
own
would
country because
say
you're
so.
unalive
I would
everybody.
agree with that.
No. You have to tell me what's the difference between unaliving your own people and going to another country unaliving
I'll tell you
civilians
what, I'll
over
let
there.
you
What's the
speak for
difference?
10 minutes and I'll answer all your questions. I'll write your questions
Okay,
down,
Zigzag,
okay?
I'm asking
I'll let
this
you
very
speak,
one
and I'll
quick.
write them all
Zigzag.
down and I'll answer in 10 minutes. You
I'm
carry
asking
on.
the same question. I'm asking the same question. What is the difference between unaliving your own people and going to another country unaliving civilians there? What's the difference?
So can I answer?
Yeah, absolutely. I've gone quiet. That's
Go
one way
on
for you to
mute
answer.
then and shut up. Go on mute.
All right, son.
Good boy. Well done.
I've had a really good time talking to you guys, but I've really got to go.
You take care, fellow. Have a good day.
See you later, man. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, have a good day,
thank
fella.
you,
Take
guys. You all take care. Bye bye.
Take care, fella. Have a good day.
Be nice.
Go on, Zigzag. I'm waiting, man. I'm
Yeah,
quiet,
don't
man.
be
I'm
like
waiting.
Saddam Hussein, mate. Don't do that.
Be
Yeah,
nice.
okay, I'll answer your question. If you go on mute and stay on mute, I'll answer. If you don't, then I won't.
Just answer the questions.
No, you need to
Zigzag.
go on mute because you keep talking over me. It's boring.
I'm not talking over you. I'm literally quiet. But you're not answering the question. I'm going quiet.
What's your whole view on it all? The whole.
No, he has to answer the
America.
question. He has to answer the question. Or why?
Like, what was the
why?
Common, you've asked me about 18 questions in 14 seconds. What was the question?
Bro, you're chatting shit. I've asked you the question and I went quiet waiting for you to answer, but you started doing all this theatrical
go on,
stuff again, right?
Ask me the question again and I'll answer it.
Why is it worse to unalive your own people and go to another country, unalive civilians there? What's the distinction? How is one worse than the other?
Both are equally bad. Listen, I agree with you on that. Like, both are equally bad. See, that's what I mean, see? Pointless.
Oh, fucking hell, man.
How many countries has America invaded?
Vietnam, Korea, I can list them off to you. Fucking Iraq, Afghanistan, Venezuela, Venezuela.
And do you know what? I've got this to say. Do you know what? Big
Go
up
on.
Donald Trump. Big up America. Big up England. Big up Britain. Because
There
you know what?
go.
For what?
But you live in a Western
Why are you
state, fella,
singing the
don't you?
praises for what? Why are you
There
singing the
you
praises?
go.
Okay, I'll tell you what. If we are
You're a
so
loony bin,
bad,
son. You're a loony bin.
if we're so bad, then why do you live in a Western state then?
You don't have any
Why don't you
choice
just
where
fuck
you're
off the way you
born.
come from?
You don't have any
Just go
choice of
back
where
and
you're
live there and
born.
help them.
You don't have any choice of where you're born, Zigzag.
Well, yeah, but you don't hate the country you live in. If you do that, then just
Who
move
says
out.
anything about hatred for the country?
Zigzag, can you be critical of the country that you live in? Is that allowed or is that wrong?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Say if my country had dropped 2 nuclear boom booms on innocent civilians, could I talk about that or?
Absolutely, yeah.
And can I say that's wrong or?
Of course you can.
Can I say those people who did that, maybe they should be investigated and possibly criminalized or whatever?
They should be locked up and hung, drawn, and quartered, whatever. But listen, I don't agree with war. I think war's just. I don't agree, but I hate it. I just think it's bad. I just don't think it needs to happen. You know, sometimes it happens because we get fed lies, okay, and which we do. Everyone gets fed lies by the media or whatever, right? I don't agree with none of it.
And we need fuel to put in our cars, yeah?
But why? But why then does every country in the whole entire world then have armies, marines, special forces to protect their own country? That's why they have it, right? But sometimes it gets a bit misconstrued and they go to war, right? It happens. But what happens is, okay, when the West win, and which they always do win, we get called, or the West gets called, oh, you're doing this, it's disgusting, you shouldn't be doing that. No, but why did you go to war with us then? Because if you're going to go to war, it's both sides, like in Israel and Palestine, right? I think that is absolutely disgusting what's going on over there, and that needs to stop. And ASAP needs to stop.
Do you think the West wins because they're willing to commit more violence?
No, the West wins because the West just don't take no shit and they don't care.
Do you believe Dresden and Hamburg were like, and the 2 Hiroshima and Nagasaki were over excessive?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you agree that the West is more violent? That's why they win the wars. They're willing to be more violent.
I mean, that's a good point.
It's a good point, isn't it? Zigzag. It's a very good point, isn't it?
Yeah, and also probably because they've got more money.
Yeah. So, and they've
They've
got.
got more money
And the
to
reason why we've got
market
more money is because we've
unalive
robbed it
people.
all.
I mean, it's true, though, Zigzag. So the people that win are the people who have the bigger gun, and the ones who are willing to perpetrate more violence, right?
Yeah, so who would you say now then? It's a good question for you, Common. Now,
Yes.
if you do answer questions, I'll ask you a question. I'll
Go
let you
on, go
answer it. Who do you think then is the most prominent,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Violent country on the planet.
yeah.
Army. Yeah, I would say Israel.
Yeah, so I knew you'd say that. So listen to this now. Okay,
Go
right.
on.
I knew you'd say that because
Yeah.
But why do you say that for such a?
You know why I
small
say that?
country?
Because
For
Israel.
such a
Because
small-
Israel. Because
no,
Israel.
I've not. Common.
You asked me a question.
I know, but I was still. The question was still like, well, go on, answer that. Go on, answer that. Go on.
So because they have Western values, they have a democracy, they have a rule of law, they have a centralized government, and they are willing to perpetrate more crimes than anybody on the planet so far. They've invaded about they've bombed about 7 countries, stole land from 2 countries, and stealing land currently as we speak, and they're perpetrating violence after violence every day.
Okay, so I've got a question for you then, Common.
Go on, Zigzag.
You are quite. I do like debating with you. I've had many debates with you, and you are quite. And you're good to debate with because you know your facts. So, and I can't debate with stupid people. I know I called you stupid earlier, but I didn't mean it. I take it back. Whatever, right? So, where was Jesus born?
Oh God!
Come on, what's this gonna
Talk
do?
about
No.
Talk about Israel.
Answer
Do you
the
agree
question.
with Israel?
Answer the question. Where was he born?
Okay, he was born in Palestine.
Judea, he was born in.
Okay, that's why he's born in Judea. That's what I'm going.
Right. So what does Judea mean?
What do you mean Jew?
Pardon?
It means I don't know. It means Jew or something, or is that what it means?
Jewish.
Yeah, it means Jewish.
So Judea now, well, as you want to call it nowadays, is Israel.
It's the West Bank. It's the
Yeah,
West
the
Bank.
West Bank. So, right. So you say that Israel is the most, which
Yeah.
I do tend to agree with what you're saying there.
Yeah.
But how does such a small country like Israel and like Britain, right, do what they've done? Why and how?
Because I've already told you that you are willing to perpetrate more violence
Not
on
violent.
civilians.
It's not violent.
It is violence, though. I mean, look what they did in Gaza. You're telling me that wasn't the absolute spearhead of terror and violence? What they did, the 90% of housing has been destroyed. Every single hospital boomed. No infrastructure left in there. Unalived over 70,000-80,000 people have left conditions where people can't live there. That's absolute violence.
Common. It goes back to Judea, though, doesn't it? Which is Jewish. It means Jewish.
But what was he before
For the
Judea?
Jews.
What was he
So
before
that's where
Judea?
Jesus was born, which is now, as you call it, the West Bank, Israel, whatever you want to call it, right? I don't listen.
Yeah.
I read stuff before I speak to people. I do my, I do my due diligence, right? And
Yeah.
I do before I debate anybody. So
Yeah.
I can't get away from the fact that Judea means Jewish or for the Jewish, right? So
No, that's fine. So
that's their land,
do you know
isn't
what
it?
we got
Is
then?
that
So
their
Zigzag, have you read
land?
the Bible?
Is that
Zigzag,
their
have you read the
land?
Bible?
Is that their land? I don't know.
Zigzag, this still goes to my point about the violence. Have you read the Old Testament, Zigzag?
Have I read what?
Have you read the Old Testament?
I don't listen. I'm not religious, man. I don't believe in religion. I don't.
No, that's what I'm not. I never said you believe me. I said, have you read it?
No, why would I read it now?
So have you read some of the violence that's been perpetrated in the Old Testament?
No.
No. So exactly. So
I've
when
heard
I
about
say
it, but what about the New Testament?
so Abraham came to this land
What
called
about the New
Canaan. Do you know where
Testament, fella?
Zigzag?
What about
Do
the
you
New
know where
Testament?
Zigzag? Do you know where Abraham's from?
Abraham who?
Abraham? Prophet Abraham. Do you know where Prophet Abraham's from? Because you went to Jesus, but we can go further back than Jesus. Do you know where Prophet Abraham came from?
Prophet Abraham, I don't know. Probably from
Yeah, so
Muslim
Prophet Abraham
country?
came from Mesopotamia, which is today modern day Iraq. He came to this land, which is called
Where,
Canaan.
sorry? Where?
Mesopotamia, which is called modern day Iraq. Right? This is where
Well,
Abraham came
Iraq,
from. So
okay,
Abraham
yeah.
was an immigrant into the land of Canaan. Right? So he came into a land called Canaan. He was never called Judea, it was never called Samaria, it was called Canaan, right? So this is where he came. And then later, You know, we had all the prophets, we had all the wars. The Israelites came to power, and what did they do in the Old Testament? They annihilated nations. They desecrated nations. In 1 Samuel 15:3, God says, "Unalive all the women, the children, the donkeys." In Numbers 21, in Numbers 20, in Numbers
Don't
31,
start talking about
God
donkeys,
said,
fella.
"Go
Don't start
unalive
talking about
everybody."
donkeys, fella.
And then when he goes,
listen,
Zigzag, one
right?
second, Zigzag, last one, Zigzag, last one,
but come on, I've got
Zigzag,
a rule.
last one, just
I
last
will
one.
not.
Deuteronomy
Oh,
20:16 says, "Unalive everything that breathes." There's massive this is why I said the people that win are the ones who are willing to commit the most violence. That's why the Western world won, was because of pure violence.
or was it
My
maybe?
point still
Or
stands.
was it maybe because it said "death to all Westerners" in your book?
But you think it says in the Quran, "Death to all Westerners"?
Well, this is what I've been told, fella. I don't know.
Where have you got that from?
Okay, show us. Can you? Okay,
It
Zigzag,
is
show
there.
me.
It is there. It is there.
Zigzag, that's fair. I'll give you
No,
that
it's
one. No,
not.
I'll
It's
give you that.
time of warm.
Zigzag, can you show us which Muslim country has dropped a nuclear boom on anybody?
But also, I mean, like Muslim people talk to me about context and how you read the book.
No,
so,
Zigzag, that's
I
fine.
mean,
Forget that, Zigzag, forget that. So which Muslim country has drummed a nuclear boom on anybody?
Oh,
They haven't.
Afghanistan.
Zigzag, they haven't.
Afghanistan.
No.
The
I said,
planes in America. The planes.
so as I so which,
Afghanistan,
No,
9/11.
Zigzag, just say they haven't to speed the question.
No, they have though. Afghanistan, 9/11.
they dropped a nuclear boom. A nuclear boom.
Oh, sorry, nuclear. Oh, no, yeah, no one, no.
Nuclear.
No one.
No,
Who's the only people who dropped a nuclear boom in the world?
The Americans.
And do you know who they dropped it on?
Was it in Japan?
Nagasaki.
Oh, Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Hiroshima.
Nagasaki,
Yeah, but do you know who they dropped the bombs on? Like who was actually were the victims of their booming?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Really?
fella.
It was
you
mainly
there?
it was mainly civilians, women and children.
Was you there? Was you? Because I wasn't.
No, it's evidence, Zigzag. What are you
Come on,
talking
Zigzag.
about?
Zigzag. I know you're getting Zigzag. Come on, don't do this, man.
No.
Don't be disingenuous,
Listen,
man.
I agreed with you. I told you. I agree with you. Yeah.
So you agree that the West is more
No, I
inclined?
never said that. I didn't say that.
So can you show me how not then, or
Can you show me how they are?
I just gave you the example of the nuclear booms.
Women and children, Zigzag.
It was mainly women and children because the men were all out fighting, and the cities that they dropped those nuclear booms on is only women. It was mainly women, children, and the elderly
I'll
and the
tell you
disabled.
what. Listen, come on. I'll tell you what, fella. How
Go on,
about you
sir.
listen to this?
Go on then.
If you come on the big screen and show me that stat, then I will agree with you. But
No problem. No problem.
as it
No
is now,
problem.
I don't agree
No
with you. I'm
pro-
sorry. I can't
No
do that.
problem. This is very easy. This is like this is kindergarten stuff, man.
But then I've got a point to make to you in a minute, and we're going to go to asylum seekers. So
Yeah, but you're not
hurry up.
saying it's
You
wrong.
don't do that.
Okay,
Go to
Zigzag,
asylum.
you're not saying it's
I-
wrong. If it's true, you're not saying it's wrong.
No. Listen. If he says, if I see those stats, listen. I read stats. I know what he's talking about, and I don't agree with any of it. It all needs to stop. We all just need to get on. But go and show me that stat. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it myself. I would.
Oh, can't you just do it off your own, like back and that? Just quickly just Google it.
No,
Internet.
because listen, if you're not going to go willing to go and do it and prove you wrong, then you're lying as far as I'm concerned.
No, I'm not lying at all. This is like this is an
Well,
absolute.
prove Zigzag wrong, because you know what? No one can prove Zigzag wrong.
I've got it here now.
Bro, I've
The
been cooking.
victims. I've got it here now. The victims included military personnel, workers, elderly
Show me on
people,
the big
women,
screen.
and
No,
children.
no, not having that.
Women
I
and
can make
children.
up a stat.
I'm reading it now.
I can
just
make up a
read
stat
it.
now if you want.
Women and children.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. It's wrong. And I've said it's wrong. I've not
So
defended it.
what are we arguing about then? I don't know what we're arguing about then.
Neither
He's
do I.
trying to make the
No,
argument
because
that America
but Zigzag. But
perfect.
if you agree with me, so then you agree that the West is willing to commit more violence. That's the whole reason of the point. And if you agree to that, then you agree to that.
But no, listen, I think everybody is willing to commit any violence as much as they need to defend their own country. So
No, but I'm on about disproportional violence. Like Hiroshima and Nagasaki were disproportionate. There was no need for that.
okay,
it was-
yeah,
you unalive women and children.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I said to you, I agreed 5 minutes ago with that. So was there any need to fly planes into buildings in America? Absolutely no need.
Absolutely not.
No, exactly.
No,
So
it's
we
not
both agree
just
on that.
right.
But you can't. But Zigzag, you can't compare nuclear booms to airplanes going into buildings. You can't compare it. Over 200,000 people civilians were unalive by the nuclear boom, and that's just the indirect impact was massive as well. Zigzag, that's the bit that you're forgetting, is the indirect impact of a nuclear booming, because it causes a massive problem for years and years and years. In 9/11, I think, was it 3,000 people? Was it?
No, it's
Yeah,
more than that, I think.
3,000.
Okay, 3,500 people then.
Yeah, they were at work that like that. But anyway, listen, right? I absolutely agree with you. Like, I can't like debunk you. I can't like disagree with you, because if I did disagree with you, then it's disgusting on my behalf, because it's just like any innocent person losing their life over that. It's disgusting. But no, there is no but. By the way, there is no but. That's it. There is no but. I totally agree with you. But what I won't agree with is you cannot blame everything on Western society. You just can't do that. Someone wrote insurance job. Oh my god. So you ready to talk about immigration now, Common, or not?
Yeah, that's fine. We can talk about immigration. That's fine.
Okay, so I've only seen this today since I finished work on social media about these pamphlets or booklets that they're giving out now, which has now come to light today or yesterday, about giving the people that are, I don't like to call them illegal immigrants, because they're people that are seeking asylum then, okay? Let's call them that. Right, been giving out these booklets, which you must have seen, Common. You must have
I've seen
this.
it. Yeah. Serious, put that on the post. Put your previous post back on.
So, Common. So my question to you, Common, is, which I get asked this a lot about morals and stuff. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
About morals being taught to you by your religious book. That's how you learn your morals. Okay. Right. So why are these people that are coming from other countries then giving these pamphlets, told how not to grape women and children underage and children? Why they be giving these pamphlets and booklets to explain that to them, when they already know, according to people that are religious, that they get these morals from their religious books? So why are they being given these pamphlets and booklets to tell them how to do that? I'd love to know why that is.
That's fine, because people break the law. Some people are just deviants and they do whatever they want to do.
No, but surely they know that's breaking the law. So why are they being told again when they come in?
Yeah, criminals by nature break the law. That's what they do.
No,
they know what the law is.
Everyone that's coming off a boat has been given these pamphlets.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go over to Spain, right, and live and emigrate to Spain or anywhere, or Dubai, I wouldn't be given one of those pamphlets, would I? Because I know what's morally right and what's morally wrong. But these people that are coming over clearly don't. So that's my question to you, Common.
No, Zigzag.
Why?
Zigzag, the problem is, if someone gave you that leaflet, would that be wrong? Giving you that leaflet today, would it be wrong?
No, Common. It's not about me.
No, I'm just saying.
But would it be right or wrong?
But that information that's in that leaflet, Zigzag, would that be wrong? Giving to
asylum seekers. Common.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the problem, because you think that asylum seekers, that they're doing something different to what other criminals do. So what I'm saying is,
Common, I didn't. Common, you're very clever. You are very clever at wording stuff. I did not say that. I've asked you a question. Why? Because I get told all the time. I go on Muslim panels. I do it quite a lot. I get told you should know, like, morals. They come from your religious books. Well, I'm not religious though. So where do my morals come from?
I'll read what the minister said. Right, this is what the minister said. The 9-page document published on Wednesday says is to help understand what is expected for you when living in the UK, and the rules and expressions are not just for people seeking asylum. They apply to everyone living here.
No, but no one's been. No, listen. Right. If that's the truth,
that's what the minister said. I'm reading
them out then to everyone. Why they're not handing them out to people or Joe Public on the street? They're not doing that. They're handing them out to people.
But they should do. Yeah, they should do that. They should hand it out to every man on the street.
No, they fucking shouldn't.
Why not?
Why should they?
What? So grave doesn't happen in this country, Zigzag.
Of course. Common, you're not getting my question, are you?
Zigzag, that's the problem, because Zigzag, the problem is your question doesn't make no sense, because we agree that people who do grape are gonna grape no matter if it's wrong or right. Do you agree to that, Zigzag?
Absolutely, yeah.
Exactly. So giving them a leaflet saying grape is wrong, they already know grape is wrong because the country that these guys come from, grape is there's no Zigzag. Which country is grape illegal? Can you show me which country grape is illegal? Is illegal? Then we can have a better conversation.
Sorry?
Can you tell me which country where grape is legal?
Surely no country is legal.
Exactly. So every country that anybody comes from, they know that grape is illegal, right?
Yeah, so why now is our government handing these leaflets out to asylum seekers? Because
Yeah.
the prisons are getting full up with asylum seekers doing grape.
Yeah,
That's
because
why.
because some asylum seekers will break the law and they will do wrong things. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I don't understand, but this leaflet would not be out of place if it was given to 15, 16-year-old boys in school.
You missed my point.
Yeah.
The
What I missed
fucking
the point.
point is,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get told daily on TikTok
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Muslims, by
Yeah.
Christians, right,
Yeah.
that your moral standards come
Yeah.
from your religious fucking book, right?
That doesn't mean
You
to
don't need
grape.
a fucking leaflet.
That doesn't mean to grape.
So if our book tells you can't
The
grape, and
question, oh my god, you lot, honestly, I can't.
Zigzag.
You can't educate pork sometimes, can you?
zigzag. So what does my book say about grape? What does it say? What does Islam say about grape?
I don't know because listen.
So
I don't
Islam
read
says
your
grape
book.
is not allowed. You're not allowed to grape.
Okay, so why are they
You
getting
can-
told that then? So why are they
zigzag.
getting told? Why are these Muslims getting told that then? They know
Because
already.
As I just read out to you what the minister said. I just read out to you. This was a minister. She's a minister for school standards minister, Georgia Gold. So she's part of the schooling system, the curriculum, the education system, right? And what she said that the UK and the rules and exceptions are not just for the people seeking asylum. They apply to everyone living here. So they apply to you as well. Zigzag. This leaflet will be good for you to read as well.
Do you agree? Would be good
sorry.
for many young men.
I stayed on mute then because I laughed at what you just said to
Do
me.
you not think it's good to reinforce it though, Zigzag?
You don't think that wouldn't apply to you?
Why
This
would I?
leaflet.
No, listen.
Yeah.
You are going around of what listen. You're very good at it, Common, and you are.
Yeah.
And this is why I like debating you.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. Some asylum seekers are coming over and raping some women, and they're doing the wrong thing. I agree with you on that point.
Yeah.
So reinforcing them, reminding
the main
them.
problem in Britain is the white people. Okay, I mean it is because they
But
do the
zigzag.
majority.
So
They do
reminding
the-
asylum seekers.
Can you at least let me make a point? Finish a point.
Go on, man.
Right.
Go on.
It's a predominantly white country. That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So with asylum seekers, if they were stopped, okay, if they were stopped, that is less chance of a woman or a child getting raped. I know it's a small percentage, small minority, but it stops it from happening. So that's my view on it. That is it. Okay.
How do we stop it?
Listen, that is it.
That's fine, zigzag. I mean, that's fine. So if
Agree with
less,
that? But do you agree with that? Yes or no?
yeah. If less people were born, there'll be less rapists. I agree with you, man. I agree with them. All these, we can bring all these kind of hypotheticals. That's
Common, are you a member of Parliament?
I wish I was. I'd
You
have some
talk a
good
lot
laws. I
of shit
promise
like
you.
the rest of them do. So you just so
So zigzag. So you know when what do you think should happen to asylum seekers when they come in? Then shoot like.
listen, I got no issues with
No
seeking
issues. I'm just
asylum.
saying. What do you think the process should be different?
I think it should be a lot quicker. I think it takes too long sometimes. I mean, I've seen videos and I've read stuff about some people, that are absolutely innocent people are sat in a hotel for like 6 to 8 to 9 months waiting on a decision, where I think it should be a lot quicker process. And why isn't it? Because we've got all the technology to see if these people are bad people or not. I don't think it should take so long, and I think that's where it goes wrong.
If they go through the full process, they get checked, all that, boom, they go inside. A year later, they commit rape. How does your decision change? Like, oh, they're all just rapists.
No, listen, I don't think they're all rapists. I don't think everyone. Listen, no, they're not all rapists at all. I've absolutely had arguments with people about this on like right-wing lives when they say they're all coming over to rape people. I said no, that's absolutely fucking wrong. I said my opinion, and it's quite easy to explain, like in layman's terms. I always say like it's the minority that ruins the rest. It's a very small minority that ruins the rest, and that's why you get then the right wing jump on the bandwagon and blame, asylum seekers, which I think is fucking wrong because it's not. So, do you agree?
You might reiterate again. Sorry, mate. I was just sending a message. Sorry about that.
I said I think half the problem is, well, most of the problem is that people will blame asylum seekers for,
Absolutely,
for these crimes. But I always say, and I've gone onto right wing panels and I've said the same thing as I'm going to say to you now. It's the minority that ruins the rest. A small minority that ruins the rest of the people that are good people, and that's it. And they're that small minority, the ones that need to be leaving our country. That's it.
That's fine. I mean, do you believe that most of these people come from Muslim countries? Do you believe that, or
no, absolutely not. No, fucking
no. The one that come on the boats, particularly one different. They're coming from majority Muslim countries. Like
I don't know because all they do is they go to France first and they get on a boat and come over. And I read something the other day. I don't know how true it is, and I was actually generally upset because what I was reading was disgusting.
Was that about the
family? The Palestinian family, the dad and the daughter.
Yeah.
And so,
and this is what I'm saying. Like, genuine people we seem to not really help, and then.
But what I'm trying to say is, Common. I think that when you read something like that, okay, it has to stop. The boats have to stop. So I'm not saying they can't come in, but we have to make it safer. Do you know what I mean? Like, because that's not safe anymore. If children die, people are dying coming over the boats, but unaliving. But yeah, when I read that, I was like, this has got to stop. There has to be, it has to be better. It just has to be better because it's not good when you see that. It's not good at all.
No, I mean there has to be some measures in place, and if this is one of the preventative measures, then it's a good thing. It's a good thing for all, for it to be reinforced.
But also, Sarah's right. Also, like a lot of these families are paying like £4,500, which I've only seen that on like the BBC fucking bullshit because I don't like the BBC neither. But like these families are paying £4,500 a family or whatever, right? And if they've got legal documents, which they all say they have, passports or whatever, just get a flight. It's cheaper.
Yeah, but what if there isn't any means to get a flight?
So can you name me a country that hasn't got an airport?
No, but look, this is all very convenient.
Who said Gaza? Yeah. Who said Gaza? Of course you did.
Yeah, I mean, and he did have an airport, and they boomed it. I mean, what it is, man.
Who did?
On the Israelis under false pretenses, they lied and said they were bringing weapons in when there was no evidence of any weapons coming in through the airport.
Okay, so why don't these asylum seekers just get on a plane?
Because you can't. You don't have no safe and legal routes to come to the UK from some certain countries. Like people from Gaza can't come to the UK. People from Eritrea or Somalia can't come to the UK. People in Afghanistan can't just jump on a plane and come to the UK. They can't do this.
Listen, I can get a flight to Afghanistan tomorrow if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, but the way can't because you need visas and that kind of stuff, and they don't normally get it. To be fair.
Okay, so. Yeah. So, but if I want to go to Afghanistan, I have to apply for a visa. I have to do all that stuff, right? Which I do. I know that, right? Because I've been there before. I have been there, by the way, right? So, right, if I have to do that, why can't they?
Because they can't.
And I'll tell you why, shall I? Because they'll get denied.
Exactly. Like
so that's why they come illegally.
Yeah, so that's wrong then, right?
What is wrong though?
Like we need to let them in if they got papers, they got a passport, they got everything. Like why are we denying them for? And then
if they've got papers and passports, why can't they get on a fucking plane, fella?
But they get denied.
And also, another thing that I would never do, by the way, I would never leave my wife and children in a war-torn country. I would never do that and get on a boat and leave.
They might not have wife and kids.
But I'm just saying, I would never do that. I wouldn't do that as a man.
Yeah, but you don't know. You've not been in a situation where you're completely destitute.
Why? Have you spoke to them, all of you? Because I definitely haven't spoken to them.
I'm talking about you. You haven't been in that situation, so you can't comment.
How do you know? How do you know that?
It's very unlikely, isn't it?
But you don't know that, though, do you?
This country.
So what I'm saying to you is, Cherish, right? If right? They're legal. They got the documents. They got the passports, and they're paying £4,500 to go on a rubber dinghy and risk their fucking lives.
They're not
right?
paying that much.
Go and get a fucking plane ticket, which will cost you probably
They're not
500
paying.
quid.
They're not paying that much. I don't think they're paying that.
Go and watch the documentary. It's very interesting, by the way, because they catch the people that are taking the money off of these people, and these people that are taking the money off of these people, these families, right, and not English neither, by the way. So go and watch that documentary. It's very interesting, and it brings up a lot of stuff that's quite interesting to watch and listen, and also learn.
So one
I watched it.
documentary
I
represents
watched
the
it
whole
on the BBC
of the boat people, yeah. How many
about
were
bringing
let in
people
anyway?
over and how much they pay. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, at the moment, it's like stuck with it all. So you've got to grin and bear it at the moment.
Listen, I don't care. Like, people can come to this country for a better life. Fair play to them. I have no issues with it.
Yeah, but it's not a better life, is it?
So why are they coming here then?
Do you think that it's
Why are
the
they coming here
first
then if
world
it's not a better
country?
life?
I mean, they definitely do come here for a better life. I mean, most people are economic migrants rather than anything else, really, to be fair.
But look at the water, look at the food, GM. It's all that, right? So is that? I wouldn't say that's a first world country. Look at the shit. Look at.
Oh, Sherry's
fucking
trying
move out then.
to say some
Move
shit,
out then.
Sherry's trying to say some shit.
It's true. It's not. It's shit. It's
Well,
fact.
leave then.
You've got that.
Leave.
What do you mean leave?
Men
What,
like a
you're not allowed to
tree.
dislike
Men
the
like a tree
country?
and leave.
You're not allowed to like certain aspects of the country that you live in, that you currently reside in.
Well, absolutely, yeah. Listen, I think England, if I'm honest, is a shithole.
Yeah, you won't recommend it then, yeah, but you'd still recommend it.
If you became prime minister tomorrow, what's one of the first policies you'd implement?
I'd build a fucking wall, fella.
But you know, Zigga, did you vote Brexit or did you vote to leave or remain? What did you vote?
I didn't get involved in that vote because, listen, I've only ever voted once for a party. I voted once in my life, and that was I voted for Conservatives, right? And I tell you, and before you jump on me, I know. Before you jump on me, the reason why I voted because I didn't want Jeremy Corbyn in charge of the country. That was the only reason.
We needed Jeremy Corbyn, man. We
need
the old geezer.
That guy was all he was doing, and he got a lot of student votes. And I do go to Glastonbury quite a lot. Right? I love Glastonbury Festival. I think it's brilliant, right? I go there quite a lot. And I was there that year when he come on stage, right?
Yeah.
And all he was promising, because it's a hippie festival for the students, lefties. It's a lefty fucking festival, right?
He should have been prime minister, man. 100%.
It's very left. So he was promising people free internet.
Yeah, man.
Right? And so and he got a lot of votes for that. And I stood there at Glastonbury thinking, do you know what? When I get back, I'm going to go and vote for Conservatives, and I did because he pissed me off that day.
No, that's fine. But we need somebody like Jeremy Corbyn nowadays. I mean, what? How have these guys done any better? And Jeremy Corbyn, I think he would have done some good things.
But unfortunately for everybody in the country, and I'm going to say myself in this as well, when the next elections come, it's going to be reform. It's going to be a reform kind of government, and that is the way. And it's as simple as that.
And you watch how people's lives get worse under reform.
How is it going to get worse?
Because you think, because you believe that people care about immigration as much as people think they do. They don't.
Common. I just said to you, listen, I don't vote, and the only time I voted was to stop Jeremy Corbyn. I know my one vote didn't make a difference. What I'm saying
is, if reform do get in power, this country's going to go down.
All of them are lies. All politicians are lies.
Yeah, of course. But I'm just saying, if reform get in, they're going to make it worse.
They promise the earth, and they give you fucking something like fucking a Skoda car. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Yeah.
But the thing with someone like Nigel Farage, he just wants to be prime minister. That's all he cares. I'm not
talking about Farage because.
But that's reform. Farage
I'm talking about the Restore guy.
Oh, you know about Rupert Lowe?
Yeah. So Rupert Lowe is now.
He ain't gonna get in. He ain't gonna get in.
But Rupert Lowe has now put his hand out to. Fucking hell. Nigel Farage said, look, come on, let's make up. We'll sort this out. So they are starting to get back on. So if them two form a part, honestly, they will get, I know they'll get in because everyone I speak to, they're going to vote for that kind of thing. But like you said, the grass is never greener. It never is, in my eyes.
Oh man, this is what I'm saying. I mean, restore won't make it. I know that for a fact.
No, but reform will.
Oh no,
Reform will
None your
definitely make
business.
it.
You want to say anything, or you've been very quiet, man? None your business. None of your business.
you know you're on the panel. Speak now.
She's been talking. I mean, this person been talking in the comments, but they're not talking on the.
Speak now or forever hold you.
I mean, to be fair, none your business says some crazy shit normally. To be fair,
Speak now or forever be deported.
Having a natural,
Send in the comments. I'm not
as you are designed to do, your body is designed to,
this is in the comments. Why don't the Muslim nations take the Palestinian
and you can't, you lose that
So the
ability.
only use of a
took Palestinians? Loads of people took Palestinians. The Lebanese, the people, but a lot of Gazans don't want to leave their country because that's their country. They don't want to leave it. And I can show you.
Rather stay
well, it's
inside
Judea.
them.
It is Judea, by the way.
I can show you. I can show you many.
It is Judea, though. Come on.
But it's encouraged that
It's called the West Bank.
It's Judea, fella.
It's called the West Bank. That's what it's
All
called.
for the Jews, anyway. But anyway,
It's all for the Jews.
do you know what the West Bank means? If you go to Google, what does the West Bank mean? Go and type that in quickly. Come back to me.
So Ziegler, do you believe that the Jews were the only people that ever lived on that land?
Absolutely not. No.
So the Palestinians, do you believe have a stake to that land?
I've got a fucking very, very easy situation, and it will change everything. Just everyone just get on. Just everyone get on.
But the Israeli government don't want to get on. Like they've never wanted that. That's why they kept the H group in power. Right? You know that they like the Israeli government.
I'm not takfiring it. I'm just.
yeah, but, okay. I want to know
I'm just
why you
making-
think I'm not a Muslim.
I'm just making a judgment of what's apparent, and you're making it very apparent that you're mocking it.
Okay, how would you say that I'm mocking it? What have I said?
Right, how many fellas are there in Urdu?
Excuse me?
How many fellas are there in Urdu?
Why are you testing my Islam?
Because this is quite simple stuff they should know. But okay, that's fine, no problem. So you failed that one.
Brother, you're not here. You're
okay,
nobody to.
okay.
You're nobody to. You're not a
Okay,
scholar.
Okay,
You're nobody to here to patronize me. And
okay, so do you know Surah Fatiha?
of course, I know Surah Fatiha.
Go on, read it.
Do you want me to read it now?
Yeah.
Brother, you're coming here testing my Islam. Are you
I just
Muslim?
wanna know if you're a
Let me
Muslim or
ask you,
not.
are you Muslim?
I
What's your
am
name? Let's see your
Muslim,
name.
alhamdulillah.
Your name is Fill your pockets. Now, what kind of name is that?
It's fill your pockets. Fill
Yeah.
your pockets.
Fill your pockets. Well, that's not an Islamic name. How do I know you're Muslim?
No,
it's a play on words. It's like when people do the
Yeah,
first
fill your
name bid.
pockets.
West hadn't been involved. Oh yeah, I mean, if the day that
No, if the West
Israel
weren't
loses
involved, if the
funding,
West weren't involved at all, and it was just Palestine and Israel, who would win?
I mean, probably the Palestinians.
Why is that?
Because
they're a bigger country?
because they're rich, because they're proper warriors. That's why.
Is there a bigger country? Yes or no?
The idea for cowards.
Are they a bigger country? Yes or no?
No, they're not because they got more people there though. I think the population of the Palestinians is big. I can't remember, to be fair. What's the population of the Palestinians?
So, but the thing is with the West, sometimes we like to back the underdog. So that's
Yeah.
what the West do with the Israel. See, that's what it is.
Because interesting, like you know when they've had peace agreements, one thing they never ever allowed in the peace agreements was that, like the Israeli, the Jewish people have a right of return. You know about that, Zigzag? They have a right of return. But you know Jewish people, they have a right of return to Israel, right? They have something called the right of return.
Well, if
Yes.
they live there, then of course they got a right.
Yeah,
to return.
so when they were having negotiations with the Israelis and the Palestinians, and they were forming, they were saying this is what this is what the Palestinian side and Israeli side. Guess one thing that the Israelis wouldn't let the Palestinians have if they had their own state.
Tell me, go on.
The right of return. They wouldn't let Palestinians return back to Palestine the way the Israelis do. That's crazy, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is crazy. I get that. It is
That's
crazy.
weird. Because how can you stop who I want coming back to my country? If Palestinians want to come back to Palestine, they should be allowed to come, right?
But I just think that it's a lot of and listen, I don't like to say this word. I'm going to say it. I am going to say it. Right. I hear a lot of anti-Semitic stuff going on this app daily. Okay, towards Israel or Israeli people.
No, no,
Okay.
the real anti-Semites are the Israelis. They're the real anti-Semites. If you want to hear anti-Semitic stuff, you should go to their lives, because the problem with
But are Israelis Jewish though? Are Israelis Jewish?
Common, is that because you're a Muslim?
No, because it's factual. That's why.
No, but come on,
Do you know what a
Israelis are
Semite
Muslim.
is? Do you know what a Semite is?
Israelis are Jewish, fella. They're Jewish.
What's a Semite? What's a Semite? Do you know what a Semite is, Zigzag? Because
You talking to me, are you?
you know you're not saying anti-Jewish, you're saying anti-Semite. Do you know what anti-Semite is?
Are Israelis Jewish? Yes or no?
No, not all of them. No, there's 2 million Muslims living in Israel.
Oh, so they allow Muslims to live in Israel, do they?
Yeah, 2 million Muslims live in Israel. Yeah.
How many Jewish people live in Palestine?
I don't know the number now.
No, answer the question. I want to go and look for that now. Quickly.
No, I don't know. I don't know how many.
Yeah, the
Muslims.
reason why you don't know is because it is a lot less than what you just said. So listen to me, okay?
Yes.
So who's more welcoming, Israelis or the Palestinians?
No, that's beautiful. So, go,
No. Listen, you can't bring those stats up to me. fella.
Palestinians,
You
of
can't do that.
course.
No.
Palestinians are
How many
more
Jewish?
welcome.
How many Jewish people live in Palestine?
I don't know. I just told you I don't know.
So how many Muslims live in Israel? You say 2 million.
About 2 million, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
go
but
and
they were
Google. Go and
professionals,
Google,
they were
Common, very quickly.
professionals that-
Go
Yeah.
and Google very quickly. How many Jewish people live in Palestine?
I don't find out for me. That's fine. But the reason.
No, I want you to go and do it because you're making the
Why
claim.
would
Go
they?
and do it.
Okay, why would they live in a, a state like Palestine? For what reason?
And why would the Muslims want to go
So
and live
it's
in
about
Israel?
it's about
They-
half a
like
million.
I
It's
said,
about
Why would
half
the
a
Muslims
million.
want to go and live
I
in
said it's
Israel?
the professionals that moved. The professionals relocated.
2 million professionals. Are you sure?
Well, I don't know, but
No, you don't do.
The
So don't
majority-
say it then. Don't say
no,
if you don't
no,
know.
they did. The professionals moved.
2 million professionals moved from and went to go and live in
They
Israel.
went.
Muslims.
Yeah, they went what they could offer.
Why did they do that? Do you reckon? Because they
So-
could
They wanted to.
have a
They
better
were
life.
choice,
Have
don't
a
they?
better life, maybe.
So Zigzag, there's about 500,000 Jewish people living in the West Bank.
They're very interesting. That is. It's a very interesting stat. that is common.
So I'll tell you what's interesting though. So
Common.
You
You're
don't even know
losing the
the
argument,
reason
fella.
why Zigzag though.
Exactly,
You
let
don't
me
know the
just-
reason why.
So what I'm saying, so after Israel had taken, so after Israel had become established in 1948, there was already a large population of people living in the centralized area of Israel, but they not all of them left because the Nakba, not everybody left. They didn't kick out everybody, so some people stayed. But now the problem is now you're trying to bring this thing in that they're treated equally, they're all the same and there's no difference and blah blah blah. So what you need to go look at is something called the nation state law. Have you heard of that, Zigzag?
I don't know. Did I stutter, motherfucker? I didn't stutter when I spoke. You're stuttering. That means you're wrong. So don't stutter.
What am I wrong about? Can you tell me what I'm wrong about?
No, but listen. I asked you a question, okay, and you said how many? 500,000.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I thought it was about 500. That's what came up. I said about 500,000.
And so on the other side is about what? Would you say
About
2.5 million?
About 2 million. Yeah.
So I'll ask the question again.
Yeah.
Okay? Why have 2 or 2.5 million Muslims, okay, moved to Israel?
No, they didn't move. If you listened rather than wanting to reply, you would have heard me, right? As I said to you, after the establishment of Israel in 1948, there was all this delay. There was a population of people there. I think it was around 150,000, right? And they've always been there. They've always been in that part of Israel that became Israel.
Okay,
They've just always been there. So they never moved there. They've always lived there.
Well, okay, so I misheard you then. Okay, fair enough. So in Palestine, is it majority Muslim?
Yeah, of course, yeah. The same in Israel. Same in Israel is majority Jewish, yeah.
Well, of course it could be. It's a Jewish country.
Exactly, and Palestine is majority, so of course it would be so.
But there's more Muslims in Israel than there is Jewish in Palestine. So I will say it again, who's more welcoming?
So what do you mean by welcoming?
Letting others into their country. What's the war about then? Is the war about Muslims and Jewish, or is it about Western world against Muslims?
It's about Israel taking dominance in that area. That's all.
No. Listen, dominance of what though? And what's the population of Israel?
Israel has stolen land in southern Lebanon.
What's the population of Israel?
They occupy land in South Syria. they're stealing land currently in the West Bank with the illegal settlements.
Well,
Look,
actually,
look,
no, it's contested land. It's contested.
Zigzag.
it's not
I'm
contested.
sorry.
It's not considered 1
Zigzag.
meter wall.
Right,
What they are
right,
doing, it is under international law. Those are illegal settlements.
right. Zigzag. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to interrupt. Common. Where
If
do
you
you
don't
live?
say nothing clever, legend, you're gonna get dropped.
You can drop me. I'm very clever
Go on then.
because, to be quite honest,
Yeah.
I am fed up to the back teeth
Yeah.
of people like you, Common,
Yeah.
that live in the UK
Yeah.
and your head lives somewhere else.
What's wrong with that?
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
That's
my-
majority
if
of the
my
UK,
con-
though, legend.
If the army of this country can
You
actually,
would-
if the
Well,
army
then,
of this country can go to
Common-
other countries and do things, why can't I think about things in other countries?
Common, your body lives in the UK.
Yeah.
Enjoy it, right? And stop allowing your brain
All right, just address.
to worry about.
So legend,
No,
so
it's
what's
just
worse?
laid
What's
back
going
What's worse?
on
Me
He's
just
an
in a
open-minded
country
person.
you was
Ashton,
never
1 second.
born in.
Legend. So what's worse? Me living in the UK and just thinking about other countries,
Right.
or me living in the UK and then actively going to
Let
other
me
countries
explain.
and doing bad things? What's worse?
Let me explain. But when you people do bad things
Yeah.
in my
Nah.
country,
Yeah.
the UK,
Yeah.
I'm a racist.
Who's my people though?
What do you mean, my people?
Who's my people?
English people.
Yeah.
When you people do harm in
Yeah.
my country,
Mhm.
that your brain is still worried about your country, that you
Yeah.
defend it. When I defend my country, I am a racist.
Depends how you say it. Depends how you said it, legend.
No, you say it.
No, it depends how you say it. If you're saying it's
Nah, you're all wrong, legends. You're all wrong,
if,
No,
mate.
it depends on your language. If you're using
No,
racist,
No, hang
Legend-
about
one
a
second,
minute.
zigzag,
Right,
zigzag,
by the way.
1 second.
Legend's right.
Zigzag, 1 second, 1 second. Legend, if you're legend, 1 second.
There's
If you're legend, if you're using racist language, then obviously you're going to be racist, right? If you say I don't like people committing
That
attacks in my
word
country, there's nothing wrong with that.
I did not mention anybody's colour.
So okay, so explain to me which attack did you not like in the UK? Like explain. Let's have a chat about it.
Oh, well, 250,000 young white girls attacked by
Oh my God, where did you get that from?
Pakistan
Legend,
men.
where did you get that from? Legend, where did you get that from?
Oh, okay. No, I tell you where I got it from. I
Yeah.
got it from the local post office. It was actually hanging on
it sounds
the wall.
like it. It sounds like it.
See what I
Did
mean, Common?
you get it from the local
See
toilet?
what I mean, Common?
Did you get it from the
See-
public toilet by any chance? Was it written on the public toilet door?
Common. See what I mean?
No, I must look. Listen,
No,
you've made a claim.
no, see what I mean?
Legend.
See
You've
what I
made
mean?
legend. You've made a claim about 250. I'm asking you, where did you get that figure from?
150,000.
And where did you get that figure from?
This is England. This is England.
From
We can allow
1950.
Common to have his beliefs. We
Ashton,
can
that's
allow
fine.
him to have his own beliefs.
Ashton, that's fine, but he's citing now evidence. I want to know where he got his evidence. When he
Oh,
says the 250,000 number,
Am
I
I
want to know
not
where he got the
allowed
number
to
from.
have my beliefs in
Yes,
my own
because this is
country?
England.
You fucking
Ashton,
muppet.
can we make things up though, Ashton? Can we make things up or?
Who make things up?
Can
No,
anybody
we
just
can't-
make things
no,
up?
we can't just pull facts out of thin air.
Exactly. So if he gives a number of 250,000, can I ask him where he got that number from?
Of
Is that a
course you
legitimate
can.
question?
Of course you can. And I don't know the way he said it. You people.
Yeah, he's a bit racist, alright, man. Don't
Come
worry,
on,
man.
man.
Well,
He's
hold
an
on a minute.
open
Hold on,
mind.
hold
He's
on.
an
He's
old school
having-
racist, man. Old school. man.
Obviously,
Ashton, you support
I'm
the
an
Reform
English
Party.
lad, right? Some people are not going to like my
Ashton, you
views.
support the Reform Party,
No,
fella.
I don't like your
Yeah, I
views.
do, yeah.
I
And
don't
what?
like your views. You're a sellout.
Some
you
people,
little
that's
knobhead.
fine. You're welcome to not like them. You're welcome to not like his. But like the way you're
I
coming at
can't
him
help.
is like with a
I can't
racist
help.
energy.
How can I help if you was born up north and your little village was taken over? I can't help that. I cannot help.
Fuck you on
that
about
your
born up
parents-
north. I'm a
I
brummie.
can't help your parents didn't care about you.
What about my parents, you dickhead?
Legend, what's
Well,
wrong with you, man? Chill out,
If you
man.
have
No.
any concern, your parents would have moved you out of there.
Oh, watch this got to shit now. Serious, you saw that over now.
They didn't. Do you know what, Legend? My family's from Smethwick. My dad's a steeplejack, and he moved us to Kidderminster. So he did. So what? There you go. What you on about?
Not like you.
Legend.
My
My family.
children are
Listen,
English,
Legend.
not
You've
like
just proved
you.
yourself an idiot, right?
having a
My
good
family are
conversation.
from Smethwick.
Shit,
You're
man.
a
Listen.
sellout. You're a weak.
What's he sold out? How's he sold out? How's he?
English
What am I
Legend,
sell out about?
Legend, how's he sold out? Can you explain how he sold out?
Sold out nothing,
Legend,
bro.
Legend, just be a normal man. How is he sold out? Articulate that point. How he sold out.
for
Tell you how he
talking
sold
to
out.
me.
Tell you how he sold out.
For
Just like
talking
Legend.
to
Hold on,
me.
Legend. He sold out like you did. You said you're a Chelsea
got a
boy.
vinyl.
You're a Chelsea fella, but you live in Cornwall. You're the sellout. How are you a Chelsea fan and one of the Chelsea bloody whatever they call themselves when you live in Cornwall?
Me?
You're the sellout, mate.
Yeah, Legend.
Headhunters.
Oh, you're
So
talking
the,
about what's going on here, man? Legend makes no sense, bro. He just comes up on his nonsense. It's fine. Like we know who Legend is. We're having a good conversation, to be fair, man. With Zigzag.
And then he went to race.
Yeah, he says I get called a racist for being against the tax in my country. You can't be you can't be. But it depends what language you said. We need to get all the brown people out. Then obviously that'll be racist. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it
It's
depends.
just the energy, the aura he was bringing. I didn't like it.
Yeah, that's fine. He was just making stuff up. I mean, he said the 250,000 number, and he won't be able to prove where he got that 250,000 number from. Because I know where he got it from.
If I'm
Actually,
gonna
to be
come on
fair,
to
he got it from the he got it from the Restore leader. That's where he got it from. He got it from Restore.
written off the toilet on the
Yeah,
wall.
off the back of a toilet door. Yeah. No, but I was messing about there. But you know who the leader of the Restore party is, right?
Yeah, isn't it? Nigel Farage.
No.
Oh, is it? The other one. Oh yeah, sorry, that's Reform. So Restore is Rupert Lowe.
Yeah, it's Rupert Lowe. Yeah. So he written an independent report, and he cited some figures that he pulled out of thin air. It's not backed by any data. It was an extrapolation and then an estimate.
I'll tell you what I liked about Reform is that they got that Ant Middleton guy who's ex-SAS. And
But how do you feel about Ant Middleton chilling in Dubai and living in Dubai and wearing like Muslim clothes and all that kind of stuff? Like, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
It's a bit weird, but if anything, he's been to these countries and experienced their culture to some degree, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to enjoy other countries' cultures.
No, that's fine. Ashton, what do you think about soldiers who believe that they did good in Afghanistan and Iraq, like that they think that it was a good thing to do?
Well, I think depending on the country, like I think going to Afghanistan and going to Iraq are two very different things.
I mean, both of them were illegal, but anyways, like. Because we don't help anybody.
Well, the Afghanistan one, I wouldn't say so with the Afghanistan one because Osama bin Laden, the Taliban admitted 9/11. You can say other people done it, which there's lots of conspiracies, but the Americans and the British were under the belief that Osama, the Taliban's done it, and they wanted to go and get him. They wanted to stop atrocities. There was further ones before that. There was the boat that was bombed. There was the building in an African country that was bombed by the Taliban as well. And after 9/11, that was just too much, wasn't it? Now, going into Iraq, I think that was for the WMDs. That was really bad. I feel pretty embarrassed as an Englishman that we were part of that, because I think it was the Americans that orchestrated that and we just tagged along. I'd like to think the wars that Britain have been involved with were just wars like the Falklands. That was the Argentinians trying to steal land that is our land, and the people in the Falklands said no, we want to we are British, we don't want to be that country, this is our country, I'd like to think that and the first war as well in Iraq, was a lot different to the second one. It wasn't about WMDs. It was more about the atrocities that Saddam was inflicting upon his people. So I had to jump back up. I was getting ready for my missus to come home, but when that legend guy come up and started spouting with his racist aura, I thought, nah, that got me vexed, man. But I'm in English, lad. There's going
all
to be,
propaganda in it. It's all propaganda. It's what the media feed people, and
yeah.
either you do your own research, find out for yourself, or
You can go down deep, dark rabbit holes doing that.
yeah, all these